No problem. So, hello everyone. My name is Tre'Dessa Smalls. I'm from Myrtle Beach. I go to Horry County Schools Early College High School. And my project is 3E, Encouragement, Education, and Ethnicity. 3E is a program that we mentor young African American girls to show them that they can be all that they can be, no matter what. And no stereotype can hold you down. And just because you're African American, it's not a plight, but it's something that can push you to go on. Also, 3E, when I first came into EPL, I was thinking, like, what should I do? And I was immediately taken back to my 8th grade experience. In 8th grade, I was bullied because I went to a school that was predominantly white. There was 13 African Americans in my 8th grade class. I went through a time where I didn't want to tell my mom that I was bullied because of my race. I was bullied by people of my race and people of a different race because I was always known as the smart black girl. I was in the honor classes and no one really liked talking to me, all the other African American students. And then the Caucasian students, one day I got pushed against the locker and I got called the N-word, and they were like, you shouldn't be in this class with me. And so it really it took something out of me. I didn't like who I was. I didn't want to tell my parents. I started having problems with myself, my self-esteem. And my parents always told me that you're beautiful no matter what. And because they told me that, it mattered, but I didn't have anyone else my age that I can really link together with, and I can feel like my black was beautiful or that I was enough. And so I knew that if I struggled with this in 8th grade, then there are other African American young girls who are struggling with that in middle school also. Middle school is a time where you're finding yourself and your self-identity. And so if you don't have someone who can be there for you the same age as you, you're kind of distant. So EPL gave me the great opportunity to start 3E in my community. And like I said, the mission statement of 3E is to encourage young African American girls through the educating them about their ethnicity. And in order to educate someone about their ethnicity, you have to have someone of the same race or culture to come in and talk to them. So I had women who are African American of higher stature come and talk to my young girls, and they talked to them about how they got to the place they were, the struggles. And we had different topics that we discussed in 3E, which is like goal setting, protecting yourself as a woman, because first and foremost you're a woman, and then also just things about being yourself, morals, principle, values. And so I was teaching my girls that like Instagram likes does not define you. Just because you don't have enough likes on a picture doesn't mean you have to pose halfway with no clothes on. Be a young, respectable lady. And just because statistics say that African American young ladies are going to be ratchet and ghetto and they're not going to make it, does that mean that you have to fall into that stereotype, that you can go on and be anything that you want to be? We had Gloria Rimmel Tinubu. She ran for the 7th Congressional Congress. We had her come and speak to my young ladies. I was actually her deputy field director on her campaign, so me and her worked really hand in hand, close together. And she came and spoke to the ladies. I'm very big on women in politics, and especially African American ladies, because that is really big for me, and I want to be a senator one day. So I had her come and talk to the young girls, and they really enjoyed her speaking to them because it was spending time with someone who's been through these struggles. She first went to USC, and she left from USC because there wasn't a place for her as an African American young lady in the theater program. So she went on to an HBCU called Howard, and I had her talk to those young ladies about those struggles. And they really seemed to enjoy it. And I talked to them about my struggles also, and they also talked to me. And we had team leaders. There were 3 team leaders along with me who talked to the young ladies. As you see, Ebony, Natalia, me, and we were the team leaders. And the team leaders, what we did was we pretty much became friends with the young girls, because in order for an 8th grader to trust you, you have to build a connection. You have to build a bond. And so we taught them principles about true friendship also. And so having someone to mentor you and also becoming their friends, literally like right now, yesterday, one of my girls texted me while I was here, and she was like, I hope it goes good. So it's a really good feeling, because I know that even though it's on a small scale, I made a difference in some girl's life. And also, I'm very big in my community, and so my community center in Burgess, they offered to let me use their community facility for free, and that's where we host it. And also, the churches around the area, they help. And my church is in something called the Kingston Lake, which is a big district of churches, and there are 37 other churches. And I spoke about it at the Kingston Lake, and then someone contacted me from a local place like 30 minutes away, and she was like, can you bring something like this to our community? And so now I'm having connections that are being formed. And so 3E, it kind of stopped in like January because my school got really hectic. I'm a full-time college student and a high school student at the same time, so it's really hectic and trying to do that. And so I'm going to do a summer camp version of it, and it's going to be a 1-week program, and the girls get to have a whole bunch of speakers come and talk to them and just really make you feel proud about being who you are. And with 3E, I found out that it's not just them having a self-esteem like rising, education comes along with it. I talked to them about the importance of actually staying in school, not minding being labeled that smart black girl. And it's okay to be in AP classes, it's okay to be in honor classes. You're gonna get there, and then one day you're gonna be like, the person that was picking on me, I'm your CEO. So it's okay. And so I taught them that, and one of my cousins, she's actually one of my girls that I mentor, she went from not making A's and B's because she was not proud of it, she was ashamed that she was gonna make good grades, to now she makes A's and B's, and now she's on the honor roll, the beta roll. And I don't have school on Fridays, so on Fridays when I have a chance, I go to the middle school and I sit with them, I have lunch with them. It's just a thing that you can see that I'm there for them and that they love it. And they love the team leaders. And I had some of them give me quotes about how 3E has changed them. And one girl says, we are a family, Ahana means family, and so does 3E. And so it's just a really good feeling to have girls knowing that you're there for them. And the way that we're going to sustain it for next year is teen leaders. We're going to find teen leaders for summertime also, and I'm hoping to be younger people in high school, and so they can help sustain it next year. And also when I'm in college, I'll be home for summer, so of course I'm going to be there with my girls. And it's just really great knowing that I have a group of girls that I can connect with, and they can connect with me, and I made a change in their life, and they've definitely made a change in mine, learning leadership and learning how to actually build bonds and knowing that I can trust people, because trust is a hard thing. And so that is 3E.